Welcome everybody to Miami, Florida. We're going on the road today into Hard Rock Stadium for our last game of the season, Week 18. If we win this game, we secure this division and make the playoffs. If we lose, we are out. Everything is on the line. Everything is at stake in this game against the 7-9 Miami Dolphins. But last week, we lost against the Bills. We got curb stomped. They outgained us, they outscored us, and we lost because of really one player. Damon Craig had a really bad game in this one, threw 2 really bad INTs, took points off the board, took 3 sacks, 2 of which took some points off the board, and really overall this year, he has been a complete letdown for this team. Like I said at the end of last episode, we win in spite of him, and we lose because of him. We have not found the true franchise quarterback in this series through 6 full years yet, despite having a Super Bowl championship under our belts. We are still the defending champions, but we're on the brink of not even making the postseason. So thinking about potential quarterback options in the draft, you got Jesse Wagner here. He's a strong-arm guy who's going to work mostly inside the pocket, mostly a pocket passer, but is a good player. Jared Fenton is my favorite because what I'm looking for right now is a player similar to the level of skill of Quinston Gales, who we saw against Detroit. I need somebody who can play outside of the pocket and outside of structure like Fenton does, who is a phenomenal athlete with still good to great throw power and great to elite speed. The accuracies have work to do, but everything else is in a great area, and you can work on the accuracies through his first 2 or so years, and then they'll be in a pretty good area. So I don't have any problem going with QB that might take a year or 2 to figure out the accuracies, but everything else was in good shape. Tobias is also another option there, but right now Fenton's my top target. But we're playing Miami, who does not have a good defense. They have a bottom 3 defense in points per game wise, and yards wise, they haven't been good against the run or the pass. We come in with our defense being top 5, but they have not played like it against the really good teams. The Bills right now have the 1 seed, the Falcons have the 1, and we have the 4, but no other NFC West teams are in the running, so we have to win this game because if they win their games and we don't, we're out. We're going to run the ball in this game. We get Warren Terry and Jedrick Wills back. We also are going to move Terry Hackett above DJ Reed and Awuzie because he has way better man coverage than either of those guys do. And we also do get George Vance back as well. So we at least have a pretty much fully healthy team coming in. We need all these guys to play at their highest level if we're going to make our way back in the playoffs and finish over 500. He got the extension to his contract, but he needs to end this year strong because I haven't seen him play very well all year long, really. But also, that's kind of been the case for the entire defense. So I'm not sure if it's just him or if it's the entire team or what exactly is going on. But the defense needs to play better. They weren't bad last game. They gave us a chance to win, but they gotta show up today if we're gonna win. If you guys wouldn't mind, please do like and subscribe and comment down below your thoughts on the episode. And if you like the series, I would really appreciate that. But here we go in Hard Rock Stadium. If we win, we make the playoffs. Kickoff is underway in Week 18. The Dolphins start with the football. They will kneel this one out. And out comes Johnny Murphy and this pretty solid Miami offense. He's got the X Factor Ben Felix out there and a superstar tight end in Dylan Madden. They have a lot of superstars on this offense and this team as a whole. There's a carry for Achane outside. He makes McKinney miss and has 19 yards on his first carry. I did choose to defend the deep pass in our game plan, and usually we are terrible against the run when I defend any kind of a pass, so we'll see if that's the case here again. But they're a good passing team as that one's hauled in by Ben Felix. Wow, what a grab down the field against the other X Factor, Darius Richards. He just saw him open down the field. Richards is there, but does not even go for the ball. And for an X factor like Felix, that's got to be an easy grab in traffic. Cross body throw, and he's wide open on the other side of the field. Jalen Waddle for a gain of 8. They're already inside our 10. For the end zone, and caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. An opening drive score. And we are already playing from behind. Just went to the outside on the little out route. Beat Hackett. And now the Rams offense can come out. Damon Craig, potentially his final game as a Ram. And on the first play, he's given no chance. Both George Kopp and Matthew Williams missed their block right there. And that was immediate pressure. And now he's pressured again. And barely got that one away. I mean, so far, I can't blame the guy. He's had no chance. Now he's under pressure and takes another sack. And what just a horrible start on both ends. 3 straight pressures allowed, 2 sacks. The Rams go 3 and out, losing 18 yards on their first possession. We have to punt from our own end zone inside our own 3. Dolphins will return it across the 50. They're starting in our territory, already up by 7. Just like 7-8 yards from field goal range. Achane gets them halfway there. Second down. Under pressure, Murphy throws it away. At least there was some pressure, but until we get a sack, I'm not going to feel confident right now in who we have on this defensive line and on the edge. New set of downs. Clean pocket for Murphy. It's batted away by Richards. Would like him to play the ball a bit more because I feel like on plays like that, he probably could have gotten a pick. It's a short gain for Waddle, and now we got 3rd down. And the defense get off the field. Maybe 4th and 1. And the Dolphins will stay out there. Playing aggressive early on, trying to play spoiler. They don't even have anything to play for. Felix has it inside the 1. Vance couldn't jar it loose. Already 2 nice grabs in traffic for him. He's got 61 yards in the first quarter. It's the first 2 drives. They are once again knocking on the door. First and goal. End zone. Out of the reach for Madden. But he was open. Gonna try again. And this time they have a man open. It's Madden. Second try. Right back to him. And we are down 14-0 very quickly. Here's our second drive. Negative 18 yards to start the day. Out to Williams. He only gets 6 yards. Second down. This one is knocked away by Javon Holland. Tried to go for Jeff Reinhardt. Another 3rd down for LA. Craig just throws it away. But why? I don't know why he just did that. Another 3 and out for Los Angeles. And out comes Miami again. Already leading by 2 touchdowns. Nice tackle there by Kenneth Murray. Nowhere to go for Achane. Quick throw on second down. Caught. We got 3rd down coming up. Can our defense get off the field? Look at this protection. We somehow get a sack out of it. Carl Graham, just like last week, is the only guy to get to the quarterback. But somehow, after that great protection, we got off the field. Williams gets our first down of the game. Going to be one of the last plays here in the first quarter. We're down 14-0 through 1. We flip fields, starting from our own 40-yard line. Dump off, incomplete for Donalds. All right. 2 defenders right there with him. Next play, right back to him. And now Zach McCoy goes down. That's not good news for the offense, obviously. So in comes Nick Harris. Might have a concussion or something, I guess. I'm not even sure if those even relate to their actual injuries. 3rd and 1. Craig down the field. He's got offered. Now Avila's hurts. 2 straight plays, 2 straight offensive lineman injuries. Now he's gone to the locker room. So in comes Harold Fitzsimmons. Great. It's the first half, and we're already down. We've already lost 2 starting offensive linemen. Right back to Williams. He breaks a tackle, pinballed forward, and somehow gets a handful of yards out of it. We got 3rd and 2, though. Just inside the 20. Craig's hit as he threw it. Offert is in. Touchdown, Rams. What a play. Surprised he got that pass away. That almost never happens with Craig. Like the first time ever I've seen him complete a pass while he's hit as he's throwing it. But Offert was wide open and he finds the end zone. And we cut halfway into this Dolphins lead. But now it's into our defense's hands to get a stop. Just like on their last drive. The turn man out from the end zone. At the 22. And now Ben Felix. Is he down? He's hurt. Ben Felix gets hurt on the kickoff. It's a big loss for them. We'll see if he returns. Well, Miami comes back out. Murphy on the roll. Finds an open man. For no gain. Next play. First down. It's Waddle. From the 44. Quick throw. That's going to be a loss of 1. Nice tackle by Hackett there in the backfield. Any more plays like that. That's a dump off. Waddle on the slant. Gains around 6. They set up 3rd down and 5. Just shy of midfield. Let's get off the field here. Come on, team. Reddick. Just... What was that? Did you just see Reddick? He just stopped running. He got pressure and then just stopped. And it's a first down for Miami. Up the middle, gain of 5 for Achane. Next play. Missed throw. Seen a few of those from Murphy, but they're still moving the ball down the field, so... That one's almost caught, but it's knocked away by Richard. Just saved a touchdown. Tried to go for Deontay Johnson. We hold for a field goal. 2-score game still. But... the quarterback that I'm looking for is a guy that we're seeing in terms of like Johnny Murphy, Quinton Gales. Like they will miss throws. Every quarterback will miss throws in this game compared to previous Maddens. But I'm looking for a guy where we can still move the ball even if he doesn't complete them. But Craig dumps the ball off 75% of the time. So when he misses the throws, they're usually ones that are more so down the field. Then you dump it off and you can't convert any first downs. This one's cut on the cross-body throw. But I just need somebody who is willing to throw the ball into tight coverage or throw it where it needs to go if there's a space. Because he still does not make the right calls. Even after changing his traits last or the season before that. That was a rookie mistake by Williams to drop it. And now Craig throws it away. 4th and 2. Down by 10. The offense stays out there. On the Dolphins 36. We're going to give it to Williams. He stays patient and finds the first down. Great job. It's a 1st and 10. Craig rolls right into a sack, and this is just straight up on Jedrick Wills. He just lets Ezekiel Carr run right by him. And Craig had no chance. On this play, that rollout takes a while, so... he had no way to turn around and evade that. Under the warning. 2nd down and 18. Dumped off and caught. Reinhardt's got it at the 30-yard line. 3rd and 9. We're in field goal range. Craig throws it away. Can't tell you how many times I've seen him do that. Field goal unit comes out. And it's up and good from Younghoe Koo. Back to a touchdown lead for the Dolphins, but they have time to score in all 3 timeouts. Got Richards there in the zone, but Murphy's got so much time to throw. It's still batted away by McKinney. From the 22. Another clean pocket. No pressure on Murphy whatsoever. It's the same story time in, time out. Just no pass rush whatsoever all of a sudden, man. Waddle's got it for the first down. Drive stays alive. Under a minute to go. They got 2 more timeouts. This one's hauled in. Gain of 6. Another nice pocket. Quick throw. Caught. That's Madden. Under 20 to go. Murphy on target. Up to our 35-yard line. They will take the field goal with 17 seconds left. It's up and it's good. And it is 20-10. We're not going to halftime yet, though. Here's the kickoff. Rams down by 20. Return man is Morgan Stoudemire, the rookie. Out across the 30, but the ball's out! And it goes right to a Dolphin. No review. Straight up a fumble. They take the field goal. And now it's 23-10. And we go into halftime. Down by 13 points all of a sudden. We had just made it a 7-point game. Nothing's going right for us in this game. We got Pittsburgh losing their last game of the year on the road against New England. Mac Jones and Tua had very similar performances, but Patriots win that one. Ended up being 10-7, by the way. They were 8-0 after beating us, and they finished 10-7. Wow. The Falcons blew out the Buccaneers on the road to finish 14-3. We took them down in a blowout fashion. That was probably our only actual good win of the season. But the Niners lost by 1, but the Seahawks won against New Orleans. We have to win this game. We knew that would be the case, but now it is cemented in stone. If we lose this game, we miss the playoffs. This second half matters a lot. And we start with the football. We got to put a touchdown on the board, Craig. Do you hear me? First play from scrimmage. Quick throw up the seam. He's got Stoudemire. Hasn't made any turnover-worthy plays so far. But it hasn't made too many great ones either. 2nd and 5. Stoudemire tackled a yard short. 3rd and 1, just shy of the 50. Play action. Craig dumps it. Caught for a short gain, but a first down. On the 49. Or play action. We dump it off to Parson, who's out of bounds and got no gain. How many times do we run plays like that where we get no gain on a completed pass? This should not be happening whatsoever. And we lose one on the ground. 3rd down and long. Craig has time. It is caught. Donald hangs on. Despite the big hit. 1st and 10 Rams. Craig's got time. This one's knocked away from Stoudemire, though. How many times do we have passes batted away from us, and we never do it to them? Not sure what happened there. No idea who Craig was looking for. 3rd and 10. We're in field goal range, but now we're not. Craig. It's like the 5th time he's done this season. Taking a sack. We are now out of field goal range, and now we get nothing. That's it for Craig. That's the play that ends his season. In comes Michael Moreland. I have seen enough. I just want to try something else because we're already going to lose this game most likely. Down by 13 and then with the ball. But at this point, we got to try something else. 2nd and 7. H-Shan, nowhere to go. Now 3rd down coming up. Can our defense force another stop? This is their first possession of the half, and they go 3 and outs. Great job, defense. They're going to punt it. But we just fouled them. Of course, they bobbled the punt, and every time they do that, we know what happens. We hit them. Quincy Basnight called for the foul. Roughing the kicker. And the drive stays alive. Incomprehensible. 8 yards for H-Shan. 2nd down and 2. Clean pocket. No danger. Complete to Felix across the 50. They're back in Rams territory just like that. gift wrap for him. H-Chan trips over a Rams defender. But no pass rush to speak of. Easy throws every day, left and right. Right now for Johnny Murphy. Dylan Madden's getting a wide open play after play. So has Ben Felix. Nobody's having any issues on this Dolphins offense. He's got over 230 passing yards and adding to it. Third down and short. Can they convert it? They give it to the running back. He bounces it outside. He fakes out Vance inside the 2. First down. That was Bassey's first run. H-Chan comes back in. Kept the yard short. But they're just going to kind of keep trying it. Second and goal. Last play of the third quarter. Fullback touchdown. Jimmy Clifton. They have a superstar fullback. A superstar right tackle. An X-Factor receiver. A superstar quarterback. Did I say superstar tight end? I think I did. Look how many guys they had open on that play on the 2-point conversion. It's 31-10. It's not pretty. This year's over. In comes Michael Moreland. Over the middle, Trevor Offord. Gain of 6 on his first pass of the day. It's going to end this third quarter. Down by 3 scores. Just looking for some fun plays to end this game. That's all we can do now. Second down and 4 for Moreland. Outside, way off the mark for Reinhardt. Again, we are playing against a defense that has been bad all year long. Moreland takes the sack. I don't think he's the future either. But this defense was 30th in points per game, terrible in yards allowed, and we couldn't muster anything. What does that tell you about this Craig-led offense? It tells me enough. The Dolphins get it back, trying to tack on some more. Just a couple of plays here to wrap up this next drive. 3rd and 2, out wide, caught. First down, that's Langham. 6 to play. Nice wrap up there by Baz Knight, loss of 2. But it doesn't really matter. Another run for H-Chan. It's half the yardage back. 3rd down. Murphy misses the throw, and the defense holds them to a field goal to make it a 4-score game. The 1st and 10 Rams, under 5 to go. Time for some more Micah Moreland action. Oh, never mind. He's picked off. Pick 6, Jalen Ramsey. Okay. Next drive, we score with Moreland to Donald, but what a sickening end to our season, man. The defense played horribly. The offense played horribly. And got a lot to think about now as our year has come to an end. Year 6 is over. And just like a lot of previous champions, we missed the playoffs the year after winning the Super Bowl. We're one of those teams now. This was a terrible, terrible game. They put up at least 8 points in every single quarter. Murphy was good. We barely got to him. And the secondary is still questionable. But Craig and Moreland both were ass in this game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Never gave a chance to Williams, as we have done so for like half of the year. We just don't run the ball and don't give the guy a chance to run it, man. So how do you expect the rookie to get more than around 1,000 yards if you never give him a chance and you play from behind most of the time? I'm not really sure, but we gotta figure out if we should change the playbook in preparation for our new quarterback. I think we should personally just try someone completely fresh out, because the playbook wasn't very good even outside of the bugs. So get a new quarterback and we'll switch things up. But we finished with a top 10 defense in terms of points, but didn't really feel like it. And yards per game, they were middle of the road, but really they were bad the second half of the season. and the offense wasn't great at all. Not even close to it. We only were a passing team because we played from behind so much. So we missed the playoffs, and the Seahawks slip in as the NFC West champions, and us and the Niners both bow out in pretty embarrassing fashion. Craig is done here. He's done. He ends it with 25-11 in terms of the TDI&T ratio, but a worse year than last year. And as far as I'm concerned, that's enough for me to say that he's done. He lost us so many games this year. I thought Matthew Williams played very well when he was given a chance. Look at 4.6 per carry and 12 touchdowns. He was a beast when he was given the rock, but he wasn't. He only had one game with more than 20 carries all year long. How? Or 2 games. 2 games with 20 carries. How is it even possible? He's supposed to be a workhorse. He's a young guy. He should be a workhorse running back. So we got to change up our playbook and figure that part out. Stoudemire actually had a pretty good rookie year. 904 yards in the slot. Donald played very well. Offered. Had a lot of touchdowns, but he needs to play better. Wills allowed 11 sacks on 15 games played. Otherwise, besides him and Griffin, the entire offensive line was actually pretty damn good. So, might want to change things up there at left tackle or move Wills back to right tackle and get a new left tackle out there. As I'm assuming that Ramchew's going to retire, but we're not going to bring him back anyways. But sack-wise, no pass rush all year long. Highest was 6.5 for Tyree Wilson. We had a pretty balanced INT spread, but only 2 recovered fumbles. Koo is nearly perfect all year long, but so much to improve on in this offseason. Mahomes, most yards. Mike Cott, most touchdowns. Most INTs. Gary Thompson, followed by Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy. And Craig was top 5 for that too. Jonathan Taylor, most yards, most touchdowns goes to Josh Jacobs this season. Jefferson had the most receiving yards by far, and by far the most touchdowns, so he's going to win Offensive Player of the Year and Best Receiver most likely. Here are the worst left tackles across the league. Wills was not one of them, so maybe you just keep the guy and hope that he has a better year. And try to avoid making too many changes, but tackles, Murray was towards the top. Sacks, you got Myles Garrett way ahead of the rest of the pack. It's 27. Gardner, 6 INTs to lead the entire league by himself. Good for him. And kicking-wise, the best kicker was probably Joey Sly, I'd say, with the perfect percentage. In the Pro Bowl, looks like Quinton Gills makes it there in his rookie season. George Cott makes it for us. Cool. See, A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown are up there. A lot of Lions players are here. Nobody on the offense for us makes it. On the defense, the only guy we get on here is Kenneth Murray as the second middle linebacker. Otherwise, nobody else makes it for the Rams. Wow. Here's the playoff picture. It looks like it's going to be a 1-seed matchup here in the Super Bowl between the Bills and the Falcons. So that's at least interesting. Good for them. Pretty fun playoff bracket. It's the first time we've seen one of these matchups in quite some time. Mike Cott wins MVP. Arthur Smith Coach of the Year. Jonathan Taylor wins Offensive Player of the Year. Myles Garrett. Tony Elmore. John Burrell. Herbert, best quarterback. Taylor, best running back. There's been Felix, best receiver. McGovern, best lineman. Myles Garrett, best defensive line. Robinson, best linebacker. Gardner, best defensive back. And Cameron Dicker wins best kicker. Now for the NFC awards, yep, Jefferson, Offensive Player of the Year. That makes sense. Quinton Gales, Offensive Rookie of the Year over Matthew Williams and Morgan Stoudemire. He was bound to win that one. He was a fantastic quarterback and was a rookie, so bound to win it as the quarterback. Mike Cott, best QB. Robinson, best running back. Receiver goes to JJ. O-line to Lindstrom. D-line to Micah Parsons. Drew Sanders, best linebacker. And looks like we had Murray down there too, but he was only top 5. And Joey Sly does win best kicker. And the Falcons take down the Bills to win their first ever Super Bowl. It was going to be one of these teams first, and the Bills have lost their 6th Super Bowl. They're 0-6 now. But now for retirements, we do lose Awuzie, Reddick, and Williams, all of whom I was planning to get rid of anyways, but that will free up some cap room for us in this offseason because we were going in with not really hardly any, but now we have some thanks to these retirements. But we lose Reddick after a really down year. At least we can have the room to replace him. But now we have the room to bring back Younghoe Koo. So I want to make sure I get him back before it's too late because he is a big part of this team and winning games, given that he is a near perfect kicker. But for Trevor Alford, he's due for his option, and his third year was way worse than last year. But I think it's because we lost Cooper Kupp. The OC was different as well, so we'll take the option. He won't play on it next year. It's going to be the year after that. But here in Mock Draft 3, we have the 13th overall pick as of right now. And apparently Jared Fenton, who's my top quarterback, is going to go with 8th overall to the Packers. So we got to trade up into the top 7 to get a quarterback. And the Bears want one too. But don't forget that we're probably going to be putting Damon Craig on the trade block here soon. We have $40 million cap going into the offseason, so plenty to make do with. It's not really a low amount, especially when we're about to maybe have some more space given a trade. But the year is over. We got holes to fill on this defense and the offense now. Thinking about left outside linebacker and both defensive end positions. And, you could go after somebody like Emmanuel Forbes there who's available. There's also Tucker Andrews, could boost the defense. So players like that are definitely options for us with this cap space. But to end the episode, I'm going to put Craig on the trade block. And also I'm going to see what are the offers for him. There are plenty of teams that would trade for him. Now, I would only make a trade with a team that does not have a franchise or future quarterback on their team. And also for a team that where it does make sense. So I think for a team like the Bears, they don't have a quarterback besides a 63 overall on the roster. So it would make sense for them to either trade for Craig, who has proven that he can win in some situations, or they could draft one. But we'll see what happens. There are plenty of offers here, but again, gonna make the one that makes sense for both teams. But gonna think about that as year 6 comes to a close. We're moving into a new era with a new quarterback next time around. I'll see you guys there as we dive into the next off season. Take care and peace out.